Curtis & Son Funeral Home presents a look at obituaries this morning. The North Chapel of Curtis & Son Funeral Home on Highway 21 in Sylacauga and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Pre-need burials and cremations. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Memorial service for Kay Lynn Thornton, age 48 of Sylacauga, will be Sunday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North, with visitation from 1 until 2 p.m. Ms. Thornton died January 5th at her residence. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Chance Lee Fields, age 17 of Sylacauga, is Saturday at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverend Freddie Edwards officiating. Burial in the County Line Cemetery. Visitation tonight, 5 until 9 at the funeral home. Mr. Fields died January 4th in Sylacauga. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. K.F. Wright, age 66 of Sylacauga, died January 5th at St. Vincent's Hospital in Birmingham. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. Jimmy Steen Jr., age 56 of Sylacauga, died yesterday at Russell Medical Center. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home. Mike Finn, age 75 of Talladega, died at his residence this morning. Funeral arrangements are pending. They'll be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home. Funeral service for Emily Frances Pettis, age 84, is today at 10 a.m. from the Chapel of Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega, with the Reverends Ronnie Snyder and Stephen Collins officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. Mrs. Pettis died January 3rd. She was a lifelong resident of Talladega. Online condolences at ursaryfuneralhome.com. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega, directing. Funeral service for Daniel Hallman, age 86, is today at 2 o'clock from Ironton Church of Christ. Cliff Goodwin will officiate. Burial in the Midway Memory Gardens. Online condolences at ursaryfuneralhome.com. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Mr. Hallman died at his residence on January 3rd. Funeral service for Mrs. Eva Mae Nolan, age 91, is today at 2:30 from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Reverend Harold Cummings officiating. Burial in the Old Harmony Cemetery in New Site. The family receiving friends today, 1:30 until 2:30 at the funeral home. Mrs. Nolan died January 4th at her residence. She was a member of the Rocky Creek Baptist Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Tracy Lee Fennell, age 54 of Alexander City, is today at 1 p.m. from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Randy Anderson officiating. Burial in the Alexander City Cemetery. The family receiving friends today, noon until 1 o'clock at the funeral home. Mr. Fennell died January 2nd at his residence. He attended Victory Baptist Church. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Joshua Michael Thornton, age 36, died January 5th. Memorial service will be Sunday, January the 11th at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel at 3:30. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, Sylacauga, directing. Mr. Robert Andre Taylor, age 60, died January 3rd. Funeral arrangements to be announced later by Community Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mrs. Vele Lee Phillips, age 81, is Saturday at 1 o'clock from Antioch Baptist Church, with Dr. Matthew Leonard officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. Sims Funeral Service in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mr. Audrey Amos Nix, age 68, is Saturday at 1 o'clock from New Hope Missionary Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with burial in the New Hope Church Cemetery. Visitation today, noon until 8 at the funeral home. The body will lie in state 1 hour prior to the service on Saturday. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Graveside service for Ronnie Smokey Gurley, age 75, is Saturday at 1 o'clock from Oak Hill Cemetery in Talladega. The family will receive friends Saturday from noon until 1. Mr. Gurley died January 4th at Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, directing. Funeral service for Mary Alice Swain Davis, age 98, is 1 o'clock Saturday at Jacob's Chapel CME Church. The Reverend Solomon Williams officiating. Interment in the Oak Hill Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing that service. And funeral service for Betty Renee Chapman, age 56, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Talladega Funeral Home. The Reverend Roger Hayes officiating. Burial in the Midway Memory Garden Cemetery. The family receiving friends noon until 2 p.m. on Saturday prior to the service. Miss Chapman died Wednesday evening. And Talladega Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need burials and cremations is Curtis & Son Funeral Home. 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.